Hello from my studio space. This is Kat Swan with Blank Canvas and Coffee.
Drawing glass objects in natural light. Day 1. Working in natural light, I am limited to the time of day that I am working on the subject and when the light changes. So I am working on this drawing between about 11:15 a.m. and 11:45 a.m. That's about the time where the cast shadows look really nice and the definition on the bottles is kind of where I'd like them to be. How to draw glass objects. Glass has a unique quality all on its own. Similar to water, glass is clear and reflective. Throughout the drawing process, continue to observe where the light source is coming from. How is it reflecting on the object? And in this case, how is the light source shining through the object? How are the contents of the glass object casting shadows? Should what you are seeing be edited out in any way for the finished piece? As I am working from the still life in front of me, I also refer to my quick sketch to make sure that I'm keeping the composition similar to how I started out. I also continue by checking different angles. Using a reference point, I angle my pencil as I look at the still life to see how far that angle goes when connecting, say, the lower left portion of the bottle to the upper right portion of the bottle, or making sure that the objects are in line. Holding the pencil vertically against the still life also helps to make sure that I'm on track with the symmetry of the bottles. You may notice that the light has already started shifting in the video from full natural light to partial natural light. It's no longer shining on both of the bottles. The corner of the room that I have my easel set up in, it's technically an east-facing window, but behind the easel, it's northeast. Then on the corner of the two windows that I'm working at, it is east, and then to the right of the easel is southeast. Since the light has shifted, I will pick this up on day 2, the same time of day. I took photos at different times of day to confirm the time of day that I would work on the still life. And as you can see, from 8:30 in the morning till about mid-morning and then on to noon, the light changed each hour. Mid to late afternoon is when the sun was disappearing from this side of the studio space. It's day 2 of my drawing session, starting about 11:15 a.m., and there's fog. The light is shining through the fog. There might be a slight difference, a filtered effect, with the natural light and how it's coming through the window today. I do need to make a correction. I wasn't seeing it on the first day of drawing. The nozzle that's connected to the top of the bottle on the clear glass seltzer bottle is askew. These things can happen when drawing from still life or from photo reference. You can tend to make mistakes if you're looking at an angle that's slightly different from an angle you were looking at just 5 minutes before. It can throw you off a little bit. So you just go back in and make corrections, and then everything is back on track. At this point in the drawing, it's just going back and making any adjustments. Since it is still somewhat of an underdrawing stage, then it's easy to do. And at this point, before I lose them again, since I didn't draw them in yesterday, I'm going to draw in those cast shadows and give an indication with slight value of where those cast shadows are in the darkest portion of them as the light shines through the bottles. And I'll also add some labels, some little detail of reflections from the nozzle heads on the seltzer bottles, and also reflections of the window on the bottles themselves. And that can give some more dimension to the piece. You can see a difference between the older seltzer bottles that are from the 1930s and the newer mass-produced glass objects from today. But they have stood the test of time. They're about 90 years old and do have a distinct style from that era.
If you enjoyed today's art session, please don't forget to like and subscribe at the bottom of this video, and please click on the bell to receive a notification for my next art session. Thank you so much for watching my blank canvas and coffee video, and I hope to see you next time when we view another blank canvas together and maybe have some time to enjoy some coffee. See you next time.